Verdict in the Boston Marathon bombing trial. Jahar Tsarnaev guilty on all 30 counts. And now that same jury of 7 women and 5 men will decide whether he gets the death penalty or life in prison. ABC's Tom Yamas is tracking the case in Boston. Good morning, Tom.
George, good morning to you. All it took was a little more than 11 hours for jurors to reach a verdict, and now Jahar Tsarnaev will have to fight for his life in court. It was incredibly emotional in that courtroom yesterday, with victims and even some jurors wiping away tears before the verdict was read.
Prosecutors and even Jahar Tsarnaev's own lawyers said it was him, and the jury agreed, convicting him on all 30 criminal counts he was charged with. The 21-year-old now facing the possibility of the death penalty. 27-year-old Rebecca Gregory lost a leg in the first blast, speaking out following the verdict.
There have been children taken and parents that will never get to put them to bed at night again.
Gregory calling Tsarnaev a coward for not looking at her when she testified.
It's disheartening that somebody that took so much away from us doesn't even really care about what he's done.
The parents of 8-year-old Martin Richard in the courtroom for the verdict, holding each other, fighting back tears.
You hope he's put to death?
I spoke with Mike Ward, a firefighter who tried to save Martin's young life.
Ultimate judgment will come to all.
But others are more blunt about what they see as justice. When Tsarnaev's pressure cooker bomb exploded, Liz Norton's 2 sons were standing right next to it. Norton making it clear she wants Jahar to die.
I want to see the death penalty.
Jeff Bauman, who lost both legs and testified in court, taking to social media, writing, "Today's verdict will never replace the lives that were lost and so dramatically changed, but it is a relief and one step closer to closure."
And this morning, ABC News has confirmed that Tsarnaev's mother has posted a message through Russian social media through her friends saying, quote, "My sons are the best of the best." George?
Okay, Tom, thanks very much. Let's talk to Dan Abrams right now about all this. Let's talk about this next phase, Dan. This jury, same jury, guilty on all counts, but now, and they all said they were open to the death penalty coming in. What's the balancing test they're going to have to apply right here?
A fundamentally different question now than they answered the first time. The first time the question was, do we think he's guilty of these 30 crimes? Yes, 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 guilty on all counts. Now it's a fundamentally different question, which is when you're weighing the aggravating circumstances, meaning the reasons to execute, do these jurors think those outweigh the mitigating circumstances, meaning the reasons not to execute? And there's not like a formula that says, well, if there are 8 of these and 3 of these, it becomes just a gut call on the part of the jurors. And remember, the defense just needs 1. If they can find 1 juror who doesn't want to execute, that means he gets life in prison.
We already saw that Boston Globe headline, spares Tsarnaev the death penalty. Massachusetts is kind of an interesting place to have this.
Yeah, they don't have the death penalty in Massachusetts. This, of course, is a federal case, and so federal law applies. But, you know, when you think about the fact that the defense wanted this moved out of Boston, everyone's saying it's too emotional in Boston. Very different when it comes to the death penalty. Not a bad place to be if you're the defendant and you're sitting in Boston facing that possibility.
You say only 1 juror has to say sparing the death penalty. Dan, thanks very much.